doing? Just got a new subscriber just like that. Happy Thursday. Just wanted to run through a recap real quick why I took some of the trades that I took, why I called out some of the things I called out on today's live session. We do this every single morning as a team. So, same tools, same patterns, day in and day out. As long as you focus on the three pillars of success: risk management, consistency, and trading your vehicle. So let's dive in. All right, first things first. I trade stock options and I trade futures every single day. A lot of the times, a lot of the stocks that we do trade in futures, they are in sync with each other. So it doesn't matter what what you prefer, whether you prefer the options or the futures. I like the best of both worlds. So in the mornings, we'll be watching SPY, Qs, Amazon, Tesla. We watch the CL futures, NQ futures, and ES futures. So we have a couple different outlets depending on your risk tolerance and trading vehicle. So I'm just going to show you two trading vehicles today that we use: Swingmaster Pro and the Profit Pivots AI. And when you combine them together, it makes trading so simplified, right? The purpose of this is just so you can see day in and day out how we utilize these patterns, how we take a repeatable process and use it to our advantage. So today, this screen right here was worth $775 to me. It was not easy. It was a struggle. And that was about like 5 different trades or so. So I'm going to show you exactly the trades I called out, and so that you can go back. For you guys in the mastermind already that have the tools, you guys wanted to see a recap to confirm everything with how you guys took the trades and how you executed today. So, all right, let's dive right in. On this first chart up here, where the stars at, we have ES coming into the open session, right? Real simple rules. We have our proprietary pivots right here that we use. And what it looks like is there's a pivot here, there's a pivot there, there's a pivot there. When you combine it with Swingmaster Pro AI, what it does is it color codes the candles based off our proprietary information and a lot of things that we build into that and the resources we have. So we like to call it a river stream. Once things are flowing in a certain direction, you want to trade in that direction. I'm okay missing some of the trades. This does work for swing trading and investing, but today we're just talking about the day trading aspect of it and how you can get 1 or 2 day trades a day and go walk away and go enjoy what you want to do. So first chart, what do you guys see right here? Coming into the market, do you guys see green or do you see purple? Just kidding. You see red. So when a candle hits one of our pivots and it is red, we wait for it to close, and I want to take a breakdown right here. Guess what happened? Boom. In the room, I said, I'm taking a breakdown. I like it. This right there, every one ES contracts, that's worth about $200. You might have got stopped out for $100, $125, but you know what we say? Bummer, green bag, all right? Then price bounced on up. We turned green. I was really looking for a breakout to see if we could touch this pivot. Never happened. Guess what happened? We're still sitting patiently. The candle turned red right here. So we take another breakdown right here. And guess what happens? Bam. There's another $150 to $200. You in 2 trades today, in less than 20 minutes, you could have generated $400. And if you didn't know, $400 a day consistently, that's $100,000 at the end of the year. And that is what grows your account. Taking profits on the day trading side, quick little trades. If you like to scalp, this is the jam right here, right? Then you got another reset. Price came up. We're out of that. This candle hit the pivot. You could have taken a breakdown there, but then the next candle hit the pivot. The last trade I called out was another breakdown right there, and boom. Guess what? 3 trades today, 3-0. Every single trade went for $150 to $200 if you traded 1 ES contract. But there's some people that only have $500 and $1,000. They trade the micros. So if I made $400 off ES today, they would have made $40. So if they have $1,000 account or even $500 account, that's a realistic expectation. You can get 10 to 30 bucks a day. But then remember this. Well, I want to make $1,000 a day. Well, everybody wants to, but you have to start somewhere. If you have a small account, it is important to get involved into the trading, right? and use your small account so that over time, hey, what's going on? I see you guys in the comments. Over time, you grow your account. Every large account started small at some point, but your account doesn't grow unless you take profits and continue to grow it. So remember, the slow and steady always win the race. You're never going to get a Lamborghini, I'm sorry, in a trade or even a couple trades. And that's not what we talk about. We talk about realistic expectations, coming in, trading your plan, and shake and baking your way to the bank. So next thing, the next trade we got, we hit our magnet and we have a green candle there. You could have taken a breakout right there. I did not take that, but some people did manage to get that win. So that's the recap on ES. You can see right now it is coming back down to our magnet. Coming back down here to NQ. This was a little bit more difficult to navigate, but we're still able to make some money on this symbol, and I'm going to show you how. Being patient is what pays the bills. So coming into the market, we were red. We're not at no pivots. This green candle hit a pivot. I want to take a breakout right here, and that never happened. It came back down. I don't have nothing, came back up. I took a breakout right there, that same level, and guess what happened? Green candle on a pivot break, and that right there is 20 NQ points for you. I like to go risk-free once I get 10 NQ points, because if you don't know, you do know now, my favorite trade is a risk-free one, right? Then the candles turn red. We hit the pivot. I wanted to short right here, and it never happened. We came back up. Super choppy. I'm still patiently waiting. This candle broke down, called the short right there. And in 2 minutes, there's another 20 NQ points. My ATM strategy got me out for a small winner on that. The real big winner was when this thing catapulted up, and I wanted to break out right there. Another green candle came up, got the breakout right here, and now this thing went from 25,111 and it hit a high of 21,180. That right there is 70 NQ points, but you're never going to capture all that. Could you have gotten your 10 or 20 NQ points and been risk-free? Yup. And that's what makes you a professional trader, but that's my opinion. So the third futures chart we have is over here, which is CL. Coming into the morning, we took this breakdown, a red candle, red arrow. If you do not understand that, then I'm not sure what you can understand. Just kidding. But real simple basic plan. We teach a red candle, red arrow. Here's your stop out. There's a winner. Red candle, red arrow. There's another winner. Here is a 9:30 session. What I trade, and I go live every single day with the team. If you're watching this from YouTube and it interests you, just comment on the chat box, BMT. We'll make sure somebody reaches out to you. But then there's a winner. So we called a short out right here on CL, and price ended up pushing to the downside. There was another short opportunity right there, and price pushes down. And these are like 8, 10, 15 cents for CL, which is a great move. Now, coming to my options traders right here. This is what we called out today. Coming into the market, price, the candles were red. So once again, we're looking for a short. And I said if if Tesla breaks underneath this level right there, I like it for a short. We opened up here, we pushed up, bam, hit it. A lot of people in 2 or 3 minutes, they were out of the trade. Then price ended up pushing on up right there. It broke a pivot. We brought it to our attention. I personally didn't take this, but we did mention it in the room. Some people took it, and they did get stopped out for a loss. We do lose trades, and that's why we have our risk management protocol in place. Then they came down and took a short right there. Boom. They right back on the winning side. So on the option side, you definitely got that, and you were just as happy, right? On the SPY traders, we're going to change this chart to SPY real quick so that you can see what we did on SPY. If you trade options, what we do a lot of times is we'll come down here, we'll take our 5-minute bar, and we'll see what we get. On SPY, we called out a put trade, which we hit this pivot right here, and up there did break. That'd be your stop out, and your take profit just came shy right down there. That right there is about a 75-cent move on the options. On a 0 DT expiration, that's about 20 to 30% ROI. So you could be happy. Even if you're up 15 or 20%, that's still a great position to be in. So you got one good trade right there. We also watch Amazon, and I could share with you Amazon. Amazon was a power move right here. Candle turned green above all these levels. A lot of people took a breakout here. I don't like when the candle's that large. So I'll use some of these other candles, or I'll wait to see if we get a reset. Some people got in right there and they got out and they're just fine. If you ever do get a move like that, what you can do and what we do teach is you can get in on a green candle, green arrow. Here's another green candle, green arrow, another green candle, green arrow. And from a day trade, guess what? Price expands up into your favor. So that's kind of our recap for today. Everybody in the room made some money today. Going live, that's what we like. We like green bags, we like profits, and let's keep pushing forward. So with that being said, you don't day trade. Guess what? That's fine. I just want to bring this up to you. We do have our proprietary scanners and things that we do share inside of our mastermind. We don't keep anything back. We're going to come here on the daily time frame. And what's nice about this is for you swing traders, right? You can use our scoreboard, and when this loads up, you can see what is a strong sell and what is strong buys. So you can look at something like Microsoft is a buy, right? Let's just look at Microsoft there. So then I want to look at Microsoft. So Microsoft's candles are green, and guess what? Every green candle, green arrow that we got in this uptrend, right? Check it out. You get a green candle, green arrow, price pushes up. Green candle, green arrow, price pushes up. We're going to get another buy right here as you see the word, and price pushes up. So coming back in a strong trend, here was another entry, another entry, another entry, and price pushes up. Well, Brandon, what about this entry? So the next day, it did gap up, and your entry would have been about 515, and the next day it went up to the entry would have been 527. The next day it went up to about 532. Still an opportunity for you to go risk-free, but I'm going to classify it as a loss, right? So, okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 loser. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 winners, 1 loser. So, therefore, you're putting the probabilities in your favor. But if you don't like to swing trade and you own a business and you want to invest, let's just look at Microsoft on a weekly time frame. Anytime that this thing pushes up and gives us a buy, that's something that interests me, right? So check it out. If we zoom out, right, we got a buy right here. We got a buy right there. We got a buy right here. We have a buy right there, and we have a buy right there. The most recent buy in 2020 was down here at 150. Look where it's at right now, $515. I call this my real estate method. I invest in things that are only going to, I feel that are going to go up in the long haul. So my motto is this: I day trade for my job. I swing trade to help grow my account. I use the profits of both to pay my bills and invest for the long haul. And that is true generational wealth building, in my opinion. So it's my channel, my opinion. If you disagree, I do apologize, but that's what I believe in. So Microsoft, I believe, is so big that the probability of failing is less than 2%. So I trade Microsoft and I'm investing in it. My average investment right now is $240, and I'm still holding, collecting a dividend every 3 months. But that's another video. I just wanted to come in here, give you guys a daily recap, and just give me in the comments if you enjoy these and you want to be here for tomorrow. So every day going forward, I'm going to show you guys how easy we made the markets, made money, and even if we take a loss, I'm going to show you that recap, because I believe being working together in a live market is a great asset to have. So we learn, we execute together, and in the nights we can educate with our Tuesday night class. So I do all that. With that being said, there's a QR code down there. If you're on the outside and you're curious about it, for $99 you can kind of see what we do for a full month. You just scan the QR code, and for you guys that are watching it that's already in, let's continue to make money. And for those that are on the sidelines, hey, when you're ready, we'll be here for you, and we're going to have some fun. So other than that, we just wait from an investing standpoint. When these plays play out, we don't get trades on investment every single day, but when they do come in, I'm buying some shares. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Appreciate all you guys. You guys are rock stars. With that being said, y'all have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Beast Mode out.